Welcome back to AskAPop. Today we're talking about all our yesterdays for our tomorrows. A couple days ago, my sweetie and I were laying in bed watching a toddler trying to turn a sleep number bed into a trampoline. She turned to me and asked, "When did he turn into a little boy anyway?" Now, this wasn't 24 hours after I was sitting on a conference call that seemed to last forever. And I was thinking, time sure is weird, ain't it? Because if it's relative, it must be the cousin Eddie from those vacation movies. All kidding aside, looking back over all the trips I've made around the sun, I've made some big decisions over the years. Like Mary and Tony, that was the best one I've ever made. And then some, well, let's just say they're not the best ones ever, like that perm that, from the 70s. That was, yeah. Well, anyway, they all have one thing in common. They're in the rearview mirror. And it's what we do with those decisions. That's what we got to talk about. And my papa, he had taught me something that, goes along with every decision we ever made. It's not what we gain, but what we give that measures the worth of the life we live. That's the way you got to look at every decision you make. What you do is you make the decision with the best info you have at that time. Now, if you find out later that somebody had either given you bad data or from hindsight you get different data and maybe that decision would have changed if you have different data, that's not something you knew at the time. So don't sweat it. Move forward, because this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. Don't fret over anything that you didn't know at the time. For thousands of years, history's been made after one decision after another. And, lots of people have tried to second guess what happened. But honestly, every day is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice in each day that Lord has made. Just a thought from a guy that might not always get it right, but I can guarantee you, I'm never going to get another perm. The Bible verses today are Psalm 118, and the whole psalm, and Psalm 77 verses 4 through 15. As far as questions go, do you have any wisdom that your parents or grandparents passed down to you that you still use today, kind of like what my papa has done for me? Love to hear from it. God bless you. Have a great day.